For windows, you're going to add some M-Fix windows, 915 by 1830 millimeter in size. This is already included in your template. Now you do need to change the seal height to 915, okay, and you're going to place it around the structure. You're also going to add a minimum of 12 windows of this type in the warehouse alone. Okay, now when you're doing windows, even doors and ceilings and all these finishing materials, it's always nice to actually look at how your building will look like in the by adding the different, let's say, walls and likewise furniture, so you know exactly where your windows will be most beneficial or how to locate them. So here's an example of a completed project. So you may want to uh, add your, let's say, doors or walls, sorry, and maybe some furniture. Let's look at this in a 3D view, camera view. Okay, so you can design properly the placement of your lights, your doors, and your windows. Now, components, furnitures can be downloaded from websites like Beam Object. I like this website simply because they're actually manufactured products, so you know exactly where to find them or how to get them. So sometimes you're just modeling, but you cannot really find the uh, appliances or furniture, where to get them. Here's another one, RKey 3. Okay, so also provides uh, objects, families that are available in the market. And of course, the famous Revit City. So those are just some. There are more that you can actually search for to get these components. So for components, you simply load it into your project, and using the components or CM command, you can place this similar to placing them like blocks, right? So office workstation, a modular. So try to look for components that are beneficial or that will look good in your project. Okay, so but for our project, let's go back to our project, first floor. I'm just going to show you how to load windows, not that you don't know. Okay, so go to architecture, window, there's the fix, M-Fix window. Let's choose the 915 by 1830. And notice the seal height is only at 305. Our requirement is to place it at 915 meters. So again, I'm just going to place windows here. So again, that arrow indicates the exterior side of that window. So place 12 of this, but I want to ask you to make certain that the placement of windows is not arbitrary. They're placed strategically with the proper dimension. So if I check and select your window, hopefully you have some whole numbers here. Okay, so not just place arbitrarily. Okay, so place your windows, change the dimension, and you need 12 of these window types around the warehouse. Where you're going to place it is actually quite important. So just imagine that maybe you'll have a setup like this for your ground floor. So notice we have some nice uh, storage areas. So where should your windows be? So if you have this nice boardroom, where should you place your windows? And then if you have this reception area, of course we do have our windows here already, but you can always adjust those. Okay, let's show the second floor. Okay, so for the second floor, we only have two offices here, one at each corner, and then some working area. Okay, so that's for the MFix Windows 915. Now, you're also going to place any other window type and size to be loaded from the provided Revit libraries. So minimum of 4 windows to be added to each floor level of the office area, W2 and or W3 wall type. Different window types and or sizes can be used, but they must not be MFix window types. We've already placed that, so kindly load some other types of windows. Suggest finding windows that suit an office building as opposed to residential style windows. Although sometimes we do see some residential style windows applied to warehouse, but for this we're not going to. I don't want to see residential style windows applied to your warehouse. Do not use curtain wall windows or skylights to replace your window. So it should be a window type, not a curtain wall. You may need to adjust your curtain walls from exercise 2. So what that means is that you might have a need for some space, wall space, to insert your window. So you might need to adjust your curtain wall, and you simply do that here since it's an embedded curtain wall anyway, right? So if you have here a curtain wall, so here curtain walls, I think in the ground floor, so, sorry, second floor. Let's see. So at the second floor level, you simply select the curtain wall and you can adjust it accordingly. So you can just grab it and drag it. So let's say you have a curtain wall here. You can select that. I highly recommend before you just drag this to, let's say, provide some window space or wall for windows here. You can create some lines, guidelines, so you know exactly how far you're going to drag this, okay, if you need to. So here I'm just dragging it arbitrarily, but if you have a detailed line as a guideline, then you can snap to that line. Now the nice thing about this is that, okay, so yep, we'll delete those mullions that are not anymore necessary. Since it is embedded, then this converts back to the W3 type wall. Okay, so let's go back here. Let's look at this in 3D. So you'll see how a finished product looks like. Hopefully this is not in a realistic view, so it will take some time to load. So let me pause my recording. Okay, so this is a finished product from before. Notice that ours is a little bit different. Our warehouse is lower, so this is really a high warehouse ceiling. So ours will be the reverse. So our office is actually much higher. and our warehouse is, you know, almost 2-story high. Okay, so add your windows. Okay, maybe make some room, make adjustment as you see fit. Now, if we look at our windows here, all right, so make sure that the height of your window is 915, or the window sill is 915 from the ground level. So if I look here at the back, right, you should have this about 915 high. Okay, so that ends our exercise 5, and in most cases our uh, exercise. You just need to finish the structure, adding your rooms for the first floor and the second floor, adding some components that will allow you to review for your final exam, right? And likewise for your term project. Okay, so that ends exercise 5.